one.
Hey, this is Ron Howe, and we're talking a little bit about safe travel during the wintertime while towing your boat. Just some things to be aware of, some things you should have in your vehicle that I know a lot of people don't. I've traveled with them, and if we were ever to have an issue, we wouldn't be very prepared. So, a few things I keep in my pickup truck. I have a camper shell on the back, and I keep a storage box in there. In that storage box, there's a full-size jack. I have flares. I have jumper cables. I have the hazard signs to lay out from the back of my boat on the side of the road so people can see me prior to getting up on me, space them out correctly. So I always have an emergency kit. I also keep a crowbar and a four-way bar, as well as a torque wrench, so that if I did have to change a tire out, I'm ready to do it as quickly as possible. Nothing more than heading out to go fish and getting stuck on the road and not being prepared to make a tire change. You want to be able to do that quick, get back on your way, and go have fun fishing. So, wintertime, we start fishing out here on the West Coast in January, so practicing for those events is going to start somewhere in December. Well, it's winter. It can be raining, it can be snowing, depending on your destination. So, some things you want to have in your vehicle for those times of year and for all year is always have a blanket or a couple blankets. Always keep a pillow in my truck when I'm traveling at that time of year. A case of water, some food that is not a perishable food, like some good power bar, something with some protein, that if you were stuck on the side of the road, you need something sustainable to eat if you're in a rural area and it takes a long time to get service, okay? So those are some things you want to have with you. Another thing is windows. You're driving at night, rain, fog, snow, etc. I always rain-X my windows in the fall, and then I do it again in the winter one more time when you have a few dry days. This is going to make that water beat off your windows and not rely on potentially some old wiper blades. So it'd be a great idea if you had new wiper blades in the fall as well, and you don't wait for winter to come, right? So use rain-X on all your windows so you can see better when you're driving. It really helps a lot if it's nighttime and the visibility is low. And another thing to make sure you have going into winter is tires. You gotta have good tires, not just on your truck, but on your boat, right? But buy quality products made by manufacturers that you've heard of. Knockoff brands, I'll tell you right now, they don't have the wet and snow traction of the branded products or products that are made by the major brand companies. So make sure you got good tires going into winter. Don't chance it. We tow expensive boats, nice trucks. Let's be safe on the highway, not just for ourselves, but for everybody else. I hope these tips will help you in your travels in the winter, and anytime there's weather, and even all year, some things you should keep with you for safety, service, and having a good time heading to the lake and getting home to your friends, your family, your kids, and your pets. Have a good one.